Closing arguments could begin as early as Tuesday in John Wiley Price's corruption trial. The defense rested its case without calling the commissioner to testify. Fox 4's Lori Brown here now with more on the expert witness who took the stand today. Lori.
Heather, an attorney observing the trial says the defense resting earlier than expected is a sign that they feel good about their case. Today they chose to end the trial in a note of their CPA testifying that he could explain 85% of the transactions that the government says were bribes. The paid expert witness worked to show that most of the $1 million in alleged bribes was actually given to him as repayments of loans. The CPA reconstructed all of the bank transactions from thousands of pages of multiple bank accounts. He testified that while the payments look suspicious, he said there are explanations. He did admit that he could not account for $140,000. Trial attorney Chrysta Castañeda is watching the trial from the courtroom and says the jury may have questions about how legitimate the loan payments were, but today's testimony raised doubts about the government's case.
On the other hand, you've got the defense proving that the government's witnesses really aren't reliable in their conclusions about how much income was changing hands.
This afternoon on cross-examination, prosecutors worked to pick apart the CPA's work, and they showed jurors a check that they said appeared to be forged by John Wiley Price in the name of his aide, Daphne Fain. Prosecutors also worked to show that Kathy Neely was paying a car repair shop $2,000 a month for 7 months. The expert witness said it was for Neely's kids' cars, not Price's cars. The jury is off tomorrow and Monday. The government may make a rebuttal case, and then closing arguments could begin as early as Tuesday. Heather?
Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price did not take the stand in his defense. His attorneys rested their case in the corruption trial against him. Fox 4's Lori Brown joining us now with what happened in court. Lori.
Heather, an attorney who has been observing the trial for us, says the defense resting earlier than expected today means that they feel good about their case. The heart of the government's case is that Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price received $1 million in bribes. But today, the CPA testifying for the defense said he could explain all but $140,000 of the so-called bribes. The expert witness worked to explain that the $1 million wasn't bribes, but repayments Price received from loans he'd been given. The CPA, paid by the defense, reconstructed all of the bank transactions from thousands of pages of multiple bank accounts. He testified that while the payments look suspicious, there are explanations. Trial attorney Chrysta Castañeda is watching the trial from the courtroom. She says the testimony likely created doubts in the minds of jurors.
Even though the prosecution is claiming $1 million was income to Mr. Price that he failed to report on his income taxes, about 85% of that goes away when you actually look at the backup for what that money was relating to.
This afternoon on cross-examination, prosecutors worked to pick apart the CPA's work, and they showed jurors a check that they said appeared to be forged by John Wiley Price in the name of his aide, Daphne Fain. Prosecutors also showed Kathy Neely was paying a car repair shop $2,000 a month for 7 months. The expert witness said it was for Neely's kids' cars, not Price's cars. The jury is off tomorrow and Monday, and after the government's rebuttal case, closing arguments could begin as early as Tuesday. Heather?
All right, Lori, thank you.